Hello students, I am your Neha ma'am, your English teacher. Now in this video, I want to explain the first poem of your Bihai book. The name of that poem is The Road Not Taken. It is a very well-known poem written by American poet whose name is Robert Frost. Here in this poem, the poet explains that every time in every person, that type of situations come where we have to choose the options for ongoing in our way of our future, and that choosing the options and making decisions for your future, sometimes it is very important, which can change our future. That's why we have to be very careful while making decisions for choosing the options for our career and for our future. So this chapter is based on this. The poet here teaches us in a very deeply way that how the decision making is very important. So when you stand to choose the options for your life and for your career, you must be very careful. So the poem The Road Not Taken, there are 20 lines, and each stanzas there are 5 lines. So let me read the poem first. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted here. Thou, as for that the passing day, had moon them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay. In leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubt it. If I should ever come back, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So these are the 20 lines of the poem. Let me explain stanzas by stanza. So in the first stanzas, there are 5 lines. What is the explanation of these 5 lines? Let me read again that 5 lines of the first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Here the poet once, in the season of autumn, was walking in the forest. There in the road he met a road which is diverged in two parts. Means a road where he stands, it diverges into two parts. One part is known as your left hand side path and right hand side path, and one path is known as your left hand side path. Okay? And that poet, where he is standing in a path, in the particular path, in the way of the path, here he sees that two paths. There is the time of autumn, and you know very well that at the time of autumn the leaves become yellow. Here the poets, by using the season of autumn, because the autumn is that season where all the leaves of the trees become dry, become yellow, become your oranges type color, and it falls from the trees. And after that season, when the season comes, the next season which is winter, it is very pleasant, and all the leaves of the trees appears very new leaves appear on the trees. At that time, here the poet expresses that why autumn here, because autumn is related with that situations, bad situations of your life. After that situations, you face a good positions of your life. Here, poet express this. And the two roads are what? The two roads are the choices which you have to choose in your life. Means options. When you get options, in many cases you are standing in that particular place which you have to choose the options. Means after ninth, after board, you come in that position that you are coming 10+2. There you get the options to choose what? To choose science, to choose maths, to choose commerce, to choose arts. That is very critical positions for your life that you have to choose. That is the two roads the poet express. There they have to choose, or you have to choose in a very careful way, because that making decisions which totally change your life. In this way, the poet deeply gives a message for the society that at the time of taking decision, or at the time of choosing something in our life, we have to very careful. So, and the roads where he is standing, the road is what? The road is the life of a person. And the two roads are what? The two roads are the options. Okay? And sorry, I could not travel both. Because the poet is saying there that the two roads means, poet is saying that the two roads, it is impossible for a person to walk that two roads. Means it is very impossible for a person to choose both the options. Okay? There we have to choose only one. And we one traveler long I stood. And poet express here that as a traveler we have to stood there for a long time, and we think about that what we have to choose, in which road we have to take his way, and look down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. And there he stood for a long time. He is looking for a long distance, and as far as he could see, he is looking, and what he could find? He could find that there is a bend in the undergrowth. Undergrowth means the bushes or the plants where the quiet. It is impossible for seeing the far distance for that path. It means when you are choosing